course is, the title of the course is Skilling for Sustainability. It is an innovative course that will make a transformative change in a community while giving teaching students, engineering students, combining engineering practice with enhancement of communication skills, understanding of policy, designing a project, and then implementing a project and evaluating the project. It will run over 16 weeks with teaching that is there for 12 sessions with breaks of 4 weeks for student reflection and work. The first 6 weeks will focus on communication and policy understanding. This is how it will be done. There are 3 challenges that would be given to 3 students. Okay, 3 sets of students. Before that, I must say that this program will be a combination of lectures or workshops. There'll be no lectures actually, workshops and tutorials. So the workshops will be open to all students of the institute because they will be for general knowledge sharing. However,
do you want to say workshops, quizzes and tutorials?
We can say workshops will involve quizzes. Workshops will involve quizzes. It will involve lectures,
role play,
interactive lectures, and all will be digital. So this is we are creating a digital knowledge academy. Okay, a digital knowledge academy, and then we will give the institute time to make site visits to Kameshwaram, and we can handle only 18 students who will be integrated in this course, because otherwise we cannot give them individualized attention. The whole point is to give them an opportunity for personalized learning that they never have, because they're always in large groups.
Yeah. So they both can hide behind the groups, and as well as even if they want to participate, it will be difficult for the engaged time kind of thing with each and every student, because the system doesn't enable that.
That's right. So every other week there will be a digital knowledge academy program, okay, for 1 hour or 1.5, and the rest will be tutorials. So we will start, these are the 3 challenges. In Kameshwaram, the World Bank and the government have built houses, and this comes under the Indira Gandhi Pradhan Mantri Yojana Awas. Okay.
Yeah, Indira Gandhi Awas Yojana.
Okay. So the thing
is, under Modi you have Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana.
What is interesting is that it is given to different contractors. Okay. And so in Kameshwaram, I'm going to show pictures of a leaking house and a good house. The same under the same program. Okay. So why should by random lot of lottery, this guy is getting a leaky house. As engineers, what kind of engineering practices can be done to rectify the house? How much will they cost? Are they implementable? So they have to understand. So for each challenge, we are moving to a policy. The second thing is the EcoSan toilet. And this corresponds to the Swachh Bharat mission. The EcoSan toilets are the most suitable, environmentally suitable. However, they are very costly, according to the engineering professors. How can you reduce the cost?
Excuse me, you'll have to look at life cycle costing versus initial project cost.
Oh,
and
very
then
good.
you'll also have to look at the overall benefit. Are we comparing like to like? For example, the EcoSan which you are doing includes mason training, includes also the dealing with the waste matter, right? So the toilet by itself excludes either it you have to have septic tank, this, that. So we have to, if they don't have a septic tank, if they don't have a fecal management system, there is an environmental cost which can be quantified by us as an exercise. And then that should be the true cost of the toilet, toilet cost plus all these
Right,
things.
sir.
Now, if they do have
Excellent.
septic tanks and these kind of things, then the financial cost of the EcoSan compared to a conventional toilet plus the system of the construction of septic tank, the continuous desludging, the
Raja,
the whole system, right?
this is very good,
So we
because
have to
so in
compare
the
like with like.
practice, let them gather the data on this. So this
Yeah.
will be their engineering practice exercise. So they have to
Yeah.
understand. And the third thing is, I want them to see the climate change adaptation measures. What is the policy on that? And taking the Fin office, what kind of frugal innovations can we have to make it climate adaptable to climate? To how can we lower the heat? How can we make it cyclone resistant? And how can we respond to power cuts? You see, how can we maintain cool things when there is a power cut? All these things. So these are the three missions we'll be studying. And in communications, they first need to know what are they, who are they? So they will go
Can
through.
you co-opt water also? Because we have reached a certain stage, we have to keep working at it. Like, what is the engineering behind a rainwater harvesting structure? I'm just giving for example, 2 or 3 things.
So the thing is there a rainwater harvesting? What we can do is we can take water instead of making the this house cool. We can take the water problems, and we can just focus on water purification, frugal innovations for rainwater harvesting, water purification. Is there a policy? Then we can go to Jal Shakti. Okay.
That's what I meant. See, you integrate what Jayashree is doing, because Jayashree has to capacitate the Fintrust. But we have to enhance our own body of knowledge. That is one step, including myself also. What is the real ground information, all that. And then the second step is, how do we capacitate Fintrust, which is a different exercise. So, we don't have to tell this to the students, but this is the ultimate objective. Absolutely. We are the via media, including Jayashree.
The thing is, then you and Jayashree should be ready to give some lectures also. So we have 3 policies. So my idea, I'm going to draw a PPT, show that we are moving from challenge. Students have to understand, this is the spiked model that I put in that SDG 11 book. They have to first understand the policy. Why? To take a problem, to which policy does it correspond? What is the policy failure or market failure that has led to this challenge? You have to understand that first. Okay. Then the science, it comes from their engineering practice. Okay. Their knowledge of engineering. Science and technology come from their knowledge of engineering. For this, to address the problem, they have to introduce a novelty, an innovation. That is what they have to design. And not only that, to have a buy-in, you need engagement. So they'll go to the field and they will actually engage with the people to see if it is viable or not. And here Mr. Paranjoti, tweaked, he has a little mustache. He sometimes tweaks, sometimes goes up. And when I told him, he said, yes, let those students come. Let me see how many cyclones their toilet.
And one of the technology things which we ourselves need to understand. See, the DST website provides some drawings and some things of EcoSan. Okay.
Yes.
Where exactly is the variation between what we are constructing in terms of design, in terms of parameters
that we have to give them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because then only continuous refinements will come, and we have an evidence base to go back to the government also.
So after,
because they just say that it is not popular without putting an effort to understand what and why.
No, but the thing is, we are now creating a digital knowledge academy, and I'm going to ask for, I was looking at the salaries of different things. There are various on the internet. I found various things giving me the salaries of average salaries, and that was very helpful. So I'm going to ask for the starting salary of a professor. Okay, the mean starting salary of the lowest salary of a professor, and I'm going to say, because they'll have problems, and Indian will have problems making a alliance with a NGO. So I'm going to say you either pay FinTrust directly, and if that's a problem, you make me an adjunct professor. Okay.
And pay you.
Yes, that's it. Then I
pay you
give it as donation.
equivalent. Pay you equivalent of all the manpower time. I mean, try for yourself. But if there is a appetite, then they can cover multiple people, say including Jayashree's cost, this, that, if they are going to work on this.
I'm raising money to pay Jayashree now, and this will also go towards paying Jayashree.
So it can be, that's what I'm saying. It can be a blended cost. You can say you will be there, and 2-3 other people will be there.
No, but they don't care about the other people. So I have to negotiate, because are they going to pay me as an international faculty? Are they going to pay me as a national faculty? So I'm just going to say, you pay me as a professor, adjunct professor, or you pay FinTrust directly.
Adjunct professor may be without any specific income. So
no. It can be with income also as a professor for these months, because
in India, how many adjunct professors have you seen attached to our academy? It's not institutionalized yet. That's what I meant.
Well, nothing is institutionalized. You see, they want us to do it for free, basically.
So if you say adjunct professor, it is making it easier for them to ask for free. That's all I'm suggesting to you. So you have to be careful with your nomenclature and your semantics.
What should I ask? I should ask visiting professor. What's the?
You just ask. Either you give it to me as a professor, ideally as an international professor. Okay, ideally. Otherwise, please tell me what is possible, or you give me as a like a consulting fee, because I will be involving others, and I'll be using this income which is generated against my name to bring them also into this to support you all.
So the thing is, that's what I know that
I'll write a paragraph if you want.
So the thing is, please do. So the thing is, I think they are either expecting that I do it for free, or we do it for
every
something
time
like
you say you're running
rupees.
an NGO and those kind of things, people automatically assume it's for free. But we can turn that around and say it is to support the NGO. No, I'm not referring to the top NGOs.
The bottom NGOs, there are none.
I'm not referring to bottom NGO. I mean, it's a either let's call it commercial NGO and not so commercial NGO. That's what I meant.
Sustainability. That's why I'm going to ask, because so the thing is, then you see, I was doing this, and then yesterday afternoon. So this is it. You can stop recording. So no, I haven't talked about the modules. So the communication module. Then we have the policy module, and in the policy module, Raja, your policy understanding module, you are in charge. Okay. So that means that each of these policies, you have to give assignments. So what happens is, you will give a 25 minutes lecture. Okay. And then you will say, with this policy, these are the assignments to be done with each of the 3 policies. And they will go and do it from then on. You have to comment, like you comment on the work of Jayashree and Abhishek. You have to comment on their work. They have to prepare. They have to prepare a PowerPoint. They have to prepare a Word document. They have to prepare any Excel data, So to design the task list, for week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, it is, we'll do it together. I mean, first we will plan it out. For communication, Shanmugan will first give them know thyself. That is the title of his thing. He makes them write. And I'm going to talk with him some things that I want in his corporatized, squeaky clean writing, which I find very boring, when I see the profile of the students. So I want him to get more into the hard talk. So I'll be working with him, but he's good for that. And the students love him. Then I want also infographics. The first deliverable will be an infographic about NIT in communication. by the students for NIT, and infographic is very difficult to make. Anurag is very good at that. You know, his infographic is what I've been working with him. And the thing is, Anurag doesn't push the students for quality. He just says, it's no good. Oh, okay, okay, okay. And then he'll tell me, ma'am, the students are no good. Well, you have to tell the students that this is not good. You know, you have to, we have to tell Anurag, he has to talk frankly. This is acceptable, not acceptable. So I was thinking to do that, we will choose among the different infographics that they make on NIT first, which one to give first to the institute as a gift. That way there'll be competition. Then there is another thing, another competition in communication. They need to know what Fintrust is. Okay. Now, Abhishek dreams of having tons of followers, you know, on our social media. And the thing is, it is very difficult doing the non-entertaining things we do. So we hold a competition for the students. They have to make an entertaining video on what is film. It has to be one video for, what did you say? 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes.
So this is kind of difficult, and the best one, we will put it up. So that way they will get to know what is film. Okay, this is the communication deliverables. The policy design, you will be having to do it. Once these two are done, then they go and actually, then they have to design the project. Okay, so I'm giving them a project template, which is horrible. There's any kind of project template, and they will have to go to Kameshwaram and gather the data and talk with it and do that. And they will think about their engineering practice, but they'll come back to us. We are designing, we are going to make them have, what are the indicators? What are the milestones? What are the indications of success? How are you going to evaluate it? What is your theory of change? You know, scientific theory of change. That is, what are you going to transform? What's your input? What's your output? And what's the process in between? That is a theory of change. So this is very exciting. And now you can switch it off if it works. Basically, there's another guy called